What's up, everybody? I'm gonna be doing a little video series over here on the channel, just talking about my experiences with Halo lands and such. And yeah, you know, just kind of giving you a breakdown. We'll make a video for each land that I've attended and just kind of give you my thoughts and, you know, like how things went, like what it was like being there and experiencing it and meeting, you know, people for the first time. And I thought it'd be a neat little series to do here on the channel, considering this is going to be the final year of Halo Infinite for the HCS official tournaments. And so I thought it would be neat, and we'll kind of kick it off with the very first HCS tournament I ever went to. It wasn't around in the Infinite era, but I just wanted to kind of recap it anyways because it was the very first one that I ever did go to. And that would have been 2015 Iron Gaming HCS Atlanta. I remember I was working a job down there. I was not down there, but I was working a job and was very, very broke. Wasn't making a lot of money. I think I was making like $10, maybe $11 an hour at the time. Wasn't a whole lot. And anyways, probably about 11. I think it was about 11 something, 11.40. Anyways, didn't have a lot of money, and decided I did want to go to it, and trying to devise ways of getting down there for a decent price. I didn't want to drive my car at the time because it was older. It was beaten down. I just didn't know if it would honestly make the trip, and didn't think it was worth the risk. So I took and bought a bus ticket. I think I bought a bus ticket for around $50 on the Greyhound. My buddy Chris came with me. He got himself a ticket on the bus. We got down there about 4 in the morning, which was very damn late. I can't remember when we left. It was probably about a good 5.5 hour ride down there. Well, usually it takes about 4, but you know, we had to make a couple of stops, so it's probably about 5.5 hours. So we get there at 4 in the morning. We were broke. We had a hotel booked at the Red Roof Inn. Our buddy Jake, my buddy Jake primarily came. We met him on MCC. He lived in New Jersey. He rode down there. Took him like a whole day to get down here to Atlanta. And we didn't meet up with him until like the next morning, I think, or something like that. And anyway, so me and Chris decided we were going to walk through downtown Atlanta at 4 in the morning. I'll never forget. And this might be a longer video because of this story, but we had a kid, a black guy. He was like a preacher guy, and you know, he was very cool. He escorted us after we got approached by security guards saying that we shouldn't be walking the street late at night. So this kid basically escorts me and my buddy through downtown Atlanta late at night. There's like freaking homeless people around. We could have got mobbed. To be honest, I was about 25 at the time. I was about 25 at the time. This is right before obviously Halo 5 came out. They were running Halo 2 Anniversary still in the MCC era. And so we finally made it. It took us, dude, I didn't think we'd ever get there, but it took us about two hours or so. I felt like, to get to the hotel from where we walked at the Greyhound station. And anyways, we met up with Jake. We get there the next day. I think the very first encounter I had was with Walshy and Strongside. Got to meet them going down the escalator. And yeah, we chatted for a second. It was really cool, neat interaction. They were really cool, you know, and I didn't know what was in store for me because I'd never been to an event like this. And so we finally get down to this very small conference room out of this big ass convention. It was just one small conference room, and I can't really remember the layout of the whole convention, but we finally get in there, and it's like, I don't know, they probably had four or five like open bracket stations inside this small conference room. And I know they had 2 stations for the main stage. The main stage was okay looking. It wasn't bad. Like for a very small little like ordeal. It was pretty cool, I guess. And you probably had a good I don't know, 50. I'd say like maybe 50 to 100 seats in front of that, somewhere around that ballpark. I really wasn't counting. And then you had like a scuff booth, very small, selling like grips, controllers, lanyards, and like tools and things to take your controller apart. And then they had a small table in the middle of the room where they had some HCS stickers. I still got a few of those laying around the house, so I snagged some of those. And Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty cool time. I think I ended up staying there. We did Friday, we did Saturday. I ended up winning. I think I left on Sunday, but I ended up winning this Halo game case that comes with like the portable TV. I signed up with the Orbital Shock Drop Troopers or something like that. There was like a little organization at the time with Halo. I don't know what to do. I still got some of those stickers probably laying around, but I signed up on Twitter. I was like one of only a few, and I won the grand prize. The other guy won a controller. I won the freaking game case. I was like, yes! It was so cool. All you had to do was like take a picture and tweet them on Twitter. I'm surprised I was even using Twitter back then, but I was. So that was pretty cool. So I won something. Didn't get to play because I didn't have a team at the time. There was no side events. There was no free for all. There was no 1v1s or 2v2s. It was just straight 4v4 open bracket, and then you got to watch the main guys play it out. And so it was a neat experience. Very inclusive, very intimate as far as the size of it. So you were around pros. I remember standing behind Snipe Down playing in the open bracket. You know, then I went to the food court and ate food and saw Ogre 2 and CLG over there, and I remember going up and talking to them and wishing them luck, and it was pretty interesting. I don't really remember that encounter. I just remember them kind of looking at me like, who is this? And anyways, they had no clue. That was funny. And yeah, I think I left it was probably like late Saturday night or early Sunday. I remember we left. I think it was early Sunday we left. We got back home. I had to go back to work the next day. And so I got to watch the remainder of the grand finals on the way back on the bus on my phone, which was really cool. High-tech shit back then, really, to be honest, be able to watch a stream on Twitch. But that pretty much wraps up the experience. I mean, there wasn't really a whole lot to that one other than being with my friends and hanging out and watching some Halo, and it kind of made us want to play by the time we got back home. There wasn't really much to do. It was just a neat little experience to come out and just spectate, to be honest. I just wanted to go spectate, and I thought it was cool, even though it was smaller. It was neat. It was neat. I might have some footage or some pictures. I'll have to look around. I don't think I took any pictures back then, to be honest. I might have to go online and see if I can find anything from that era. I know there's definitely got to be footage somewhere of the gameplay. So anyways, that's going to wrap up this video, guys. Appreciate you coming. Next up in the next video will be Raleigh 2021 with the Halo Infinite launch, my very first big HCS tournament that I went to and I spectated at and competed a little bit into. And we'll dive into that one. That's got a little bit more beef on it, or a little bit more meat on it. And yeah, I'll bring that one out as soon as I get done coming back from Salt Lake. We'll get that one uploaded. So appreciate y'all. Y'all take it easy. See you in the next one. Peace.